Hello, welcome to my class. So over here, I have drawn a diagram explaining the relationship between big data, AI, and IoT, some of the buzzwords in technology in 2018. So hopefully after you understand this diagram, you'll understand what's going on in the world of technology, in the digital economy, and hopefully you'll have a better idea of what's going on around you. Okay, so let me just start off by defining big data. So big data is defined, well, obviously people have differing opinions sometimes, but broadly speaking, big data is massive amounts of data, cannot be processed with traditional computing power. So they have different ways of processing this data because it's just so huge, so massive. That's one thing. And another thing about big data, another key point of definition is that it's unstructured often. So unstructured data is, for example, pictures of your face, your mum's face, like pictures, right? You can't really put them into spreadsheets and sort of organize that data, or you cannot structure that data. It's just massive amounts of unstructured data. So if you think about video recordings, all of that can be made into big data, photographs, your behavior online, all of that becomes big data. So in order to kind of understand how important big data is to technology in 2018, I want to kind of start off by explaining its relationship with social media. So social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your behavior on these social media platforms, for example, when you like something or you comment on something, you share something, you upload some pictures, you're leaving behind tracking points, data, right? So you're basically contributing to the big data ecosystem. Every time you do anything on social media, you're contributing to big data. Now, furthermore, if you use a smartphone or some like an iPad or I don't know, like maybe your Apple Watch as well, that kind of device that's connected to the internet, we call that Internet of Things. So your smartphone is probably the main thing here, but whenever you use a device connected to the internet and you use that with social media, again, you're contributing to big data. Now, what's going on between the Internet of Things, IoT, and big data is that there's a cloud system in between. So the cloud is another kind of buzzword. Basically, if you're just creating data, right, if you're doing all kind of stuff, it's probably going through the cloud and then reaching the data center. So that's one way, that's kind of the cloud and how that fits into this diagram. Now blockchain is it's the kind of technology that underpins Bitcoin. Now, I mean, cryptocurrency is one thing, but the technology behind cryptocurrency, blockchain, has some uses for cybersecurity. So anything you do online, it has to be kind of validated to make sure it's actually you who's doing that activity online. So blockchain has been said to be, it's going to be more important going forward for IoT and big data. And furthermore, 5G, right? So this is that wireless kind of network. You have 4G on your smartphones right now. This is the next phase of evolution. 5G enables you to transmit much larger sets of data. So if you think, for example, just security camera footage and things like that, I mean, these are big files, right? But if you have 5G in a certain area, you'll be able to transmit these large sets of data to the data center. So, and that would help in the collection of big data. Now, the question then is, okay, we've collected all this big data, what are we going to do with it? So then that's where AI comes into play. AI is, it's such a poorly defined buzzword, right? I mean, AI, what does it mean? Like, a lot of people, they think about robots or just some kind of personal assistant who's going to talk to you. But really, the more kind of practical uses of AI are in analysis of big data, and then using that analysis done by the AI, make the products and the adverts better. So AI has uses in ad tech. Ad tech, for example, micro marketing, right? So if Facebook, for example, they have all your data, they know who you are, and they know who I am. I'm a single male. I'm probably going to be interested in, I don't know, finding a girlfriend on one of them dating websites, so they would show me this sort of ad. But to you, they may show you a different ad. So that's an example of micro marketing. And AI plays a big part in that. You might not think so because the technology is not that fancy, but that's basically what AI is. It's just the analysis of big data. One more really kind of important part is discovery. Discovery is a recommendation engine. So for example, if you buy something on Amazon and Amazon says, okay, people who bought this item also purchased this item, or they have other recommended items for you, that is discovery. And AI powers that because it analyzes the big data that Amazon has about you and customers who are similar to you, and then uses that to recommend something that you are probabilistically speaking likely to buy. Okay? So it's all very statistical, very rational, based on big data analysis. Another way AI is used is in terms of data collected by companies and big government. So big government, I don't really need to kind of explain, I don't think, about the NSA, the FBI. We all know about Edward Snowden. He kind of did the expose on how the NSA is just collecting information on its citizens of other countries. So all the data that's being generated online is of interest to the government. So the data goes there as well. And AI is essential in analyzing that data to find out if you're a terrorist or not, right? So that's another thing you should be wary of about big data. And companies are interested in big data because they want to make their products more attractive, of course, but they want to find new ways of collecting more data. So the way that they invest in that is by developing smart products. Now, smart products are very closely related to IoT. So smart products, they could be like an Apple Watch, or for example, digital signage, which is linked to big data, right? So if you walk into a store, there could be like a glass panel that says, oh, hello, welcome, Julian. Are you looking for, I don't know, rice today? Are you looking to buy some dry pasta? That sort of thing, like in Minority Report, the movie. So, yeah, companies are investing in new ways of utilizing big data, collecting big data, and so forth. And I think you'll be able to tell now that everything is very closely related and everything is pretty much in a cycle. So we're really in a cycle where data is constantly being collected and analyzed and perfected so that companies can sell you more and understand you better, and government can understand where you're going as well. So I hope you understand the connection between big data and IoT, the connection between big data and AI. And hopefully if you understand this, then you understand more of the kind of digital economy of how it works and where we are today and which direction we're heading in the future. So thank you very much for watching.